place. The more that I've read, the more different type of series that I've read, I've noticed it becomes harder and harder to really compare series. So really see this more as a list.
Oh, forgot to introduce myself. It's me. Hey, yo, bro. Duncan Pro. And yeah,
than an
don't forget to
actual
subscribe
ranking, although
or
I did
follow.
my best to sort of be like, would I put this series above this series? But pretty much what's in 40 probably has the same rating as something that's like in 25. Everything on here I think is at least a 7 or an 8 out of 10, and it just gets better and better and better as the list
Bro,
goes
how many
on. Also,
mangas did
thank
you
you
even
for
read, bro?
300,000. You
Freaking weeb.
absolute
Ain't nothing
legend.
wrong with
And
that,
since
though.
this is going to be a long list, I'm going
My
to
friends
run
are
through
like,
these pretty quickly.
who read mangas or watch anime take pride in the fact that they did. Because, man, I don't know, people are like, on social media, it's like, you get, like, for reading mangas and being a weeaboo, you're like bullied and stuff. But I don't think that happens right here in my country. I don't think it's ever happened. I don't know if it's an old gen thing or whatever, and people don't do that in new gen thing. But I don't think it happens here. Because everybody in our generation reads manga or watches anime, so yeah, then they would have to bully themselves, kind of shit. I don't know.
Until we come to a series that I think it's worth talking about for a little bit. So 100, Bestarius, 99, Blue Heaven, 98, Hellstar Ramina, 97, Gone, 96.
Gone. He even put Gone in there. I don't really like those kind of
All you
funny shit. I need. Is that what it's called? Jack that mangas? Yeah.
need is Kill. 95 is a manhwa, but I'm gonna throw it in here anyways. Shotgun Boy.
Shotgun Boy. The one that's that's the same author as Bastard, right?
Number 94, I
I
have
didn't
Boys
read
Abyss.
I have to.
Number 93, I have Sakamoto Days. At number
Ooh.
92, I have Mashal. 91 is
Mashley. Isn't it pronounced Mashley? I don't know how it's pronounced.
Sunken Rock.
Mashley. What do you talk? What's
93, I have
Mashley is
Sakamoto
basically
Days. At number
One Punch
92, I have
Man mixed
Mashal.
with
91
Harry
is
Potter, right? This one. And he's even got his own fucking car. A lightning car. Oh my god. I just like saw it right now. It has that lightning car, even though it's not above it. But I know it's painted, but then yo, still
Sunken Rock. Sunken
Sunken Rock.
Rock is a series that I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's by the mangaka of Doctor Stone, right? Yes, you see this guy looks like Senku.
really good. But outside of the great artwork, I think sometimes
Is
the
that the name? I don't know.
plot can get very messy. So when revisiting the series, that was something I had to take into
It's like a
consideration. At
delinquent
number 90,
manga.
I have Die Dark. This is a series that I expect to be much higher on the list as the years goes on with this series.
It's new, right?
But at the current moment, with where it is at the plot, I think 90 is fair. 89, short horror manga, Hideout. 88 is Prison School, which hurts because Prison School should be a lot higher if it wasn't for the latter half of the story.
My friend really like Prison School. You recommended that shit to me. I didn't read it though. It looked too freaking harem for my taste.
Especially the ending of the manga. You could check out my individual video where I kind of reviewed that to kind of get more of my thoughts on that. But yeah, 88 Prison School. At 87, we have Platinum's End. At 80,
I don't know, bro. Wasn't this like freaking boring? I remember watching like the first, getting hyped over it because like I liked Pokimane and Death Note, which was written by Tsugumi Oba and drawn by Takehiko the two. So I was like, Platinum End is gonna be great, and then fuck, it wasn't that great. So I was like, I left it after 4 to 5 episodes. But then, let me tell you something interesting. Did you know that it, like, in Bakuman, the manga where, it's about two freaking mangakas, they talk about Platinum and, like, it's like, they try to come up with a plot, and then they're like, what if we came up with this angel thing where I forgot the Platinum plot, but it's something like that. They try to come up with this plot, and because they try to make a dark theme. They're more into making dark themed mangas, and then they're like, right there. But then, if you really think about it, Bakuman is basically about the authors, I guess, because these one too, they got Tsugumi Moba and Takeshiba, which are both like, you know, there's two, one who draws and one who writes, and then in the same way, Bakuman has that, and then they are also like good at writing those dark, not so mainstream kind of shonen mangas, and then the same shit with the thing in Pokemon, right?
86 is one that hurts my soul dearly because
Fuck
me
you,
from a year and a half ago saw this. He would wonder what in the world happened. At 86,
Fuck
Tokyo
you.
Revengers.
Hey, it was interesting. And it was interesting is
At
all I want to
85, the
say.
original Devilman manga. At
I watched the Devilman Crybaby off that Netflix thing. I don't know about the original manga though, but it was kind of interesting. The animation was kind of interesting. And I would say it wasn't like the best or it wasn't that detailed, but then it fit the fucking genre or the plot of it.
at
I would
84,
say.
My Hero Academia. My Hero is a series that I've gone back and forth on a lot. I think it
Yeah, My Hero Academia was like, when it came out, I was like, oh, fucking hyped to it. And it was kind of cringe. Yet.
has a lot of great things within its series, but for me, it's a series that personally, with some of
The main character is kind of cringe, and then the plot gets cringe.
the
It's just
decisions it
shit.
makes with its characters, I end up scratching my head and feeling like there's a bit of potential there that it missed. At 83, I have Soul Eater. 82,
Same shit as always in My Hero Academia. Not gonna lie, the ending sucks. That's it. Fucking cringe, man. Power of friendship. No,
Uzumaki.
not really friendship, but it was a whole bunch of something. Same shit, like saying power of friendship, bro. You're
81,
gonna
or it
just
missed.
solely
At
had
83, I have
like the,
Soul
it was like the one that dropped the most after having the most fucking potential. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Eater. 82, Uzumaki. 81, Our Happy Time. 80, Alice in Hell. 79, Nanhao and Chang Feng. 78, Record of Ragnarok. 77 is
It's kind of
another.
interesting. Yeah.
79,
The plots are not that
Nanhao
interesting when you think
and
about
Chang
it.
Feng. 78, Record of
Record of Ragnarok and Boxer and stuff. The plots are not really the Boxer. I guess the Boxer has some kind of good plot. I didn't read the whole thing. I read it when it first came out, and I left it off after a while. But then it's not that I hated it that I left it. It's because I forget where and then after updating every freaking chapter just makes me forget. It's like I'm reading the latest chapter, but then what happened in the previous chapter kind of shit. That's why I'm like I like reading those completed mangas. So Record of Ragnarok always great. Oh, Buddha is like my favorite
Ragnarok.
freaking
77
character.
is another manhwa in the
One of the best character ever, bro. Buddha, man, hip hop Buddha. Okay, Buddhist people are gonna whoop my ass, but I'm Buddhist too. I'm not really trying to defame Buddha. Okay,
Boxer. 76 is Jujutsu Kaisen. This is a
I
series that, again, I
they put Jujutsu
need to
Kaisen at
get caught up
76. I
on,
thought it
but
would
to
be
where I
higher.
left off at, I think 76 is fair. 75, Spy Family.
Some
74,
they
The
put
Fable.
Spy Family over. Spy Family is nice, not gonna lie. But is it better than Jujutsu Kaisen?
This is another series that I'm currently reading. At the current moment where I'm at, I think this is where it belongs. But I definitely think this series is going to
didn't
go up
read
higher
this,
and
so I
higher
can't
as I
say
end up
shit
finishing
about it.
it, as it's over 200 chapters long and I'm only like 100 chapters in. At 73, I have Horimiya. At 72, I have Fire Punch. And at 71, I have Chainsaw Man. Fire Punch
It is by the writer of Chainsaw Man, right?
is a story that I think has grown on me more and more and more as time has gone on, especially the more
Is this character was immortal with this a lot of people who is immortal. I mean, read this man. This Fire Punch is like freaking dark, bro. It's like you see, you're like, oh, this manga is dark. This manga is dark. You ain't seen dark till you seen Fire freaking Punch, bro. Bro, the main character is like supposed to be like immortal, so he's like in a the in his village there's like less food and stuff, so he like cuts his hand off every freaking day just to give it as meat to everyone, eat this shit and this shit, and then he's like and then he's doing it because his hand grows back anyway, so he's like, oh, he's giving off food. Oh my god, he cuts his hand off and gives. What I'm trying to say is he cuts his hand off and gives it away, donates it as food, bro.
that I read, and just how unique Fujimoto's style really comes off with Agni. I still personally have some issues with the second half of the story, but I think the ending is something that I want to revisit again to really see if I feel the same way about that specifically. Chainsaw Man, I slightly have above it. Again, this is a series that it's doing its
Which
part
means
2.
kind of
So
interesting.
again, Chainsaw Man's a series that could end up a lot higher when all of that is said and
Yeah,
done. And honestly, if you have Fire
Jujutsu Kaisen is high, but then I would say Chainsaw Man is like, more potential wise. It could be higher, but then sometimes it drops off, so I don't know.
punch above Chainsaw Man, I wouldn't
Sometimes some mangas drop
blame you.
off.
At
That's
70, I
all.
have Flowers of Evil.
Um,
69 is My Dearest Self with Malice Afterthought. 68 is Planet, same
Tenz.
author as Vinland Saga. 67 is Dragon Ball. Now,
Oh,
look, despite me getting called a seinen elitist often, I'm actually really high on Dragon Ball. I think everything from Kid Goku, the Red Ribbon Army, King Piccolo, and then the ending with Piccolo and Goku at the tournament, through the Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, Android Cell Saga, is darn near the best you can get for a battle shonen. Serious. For a series that's about
yeah.
fighting, I don't think you get much better than Dragon Ball in manga. And
Reason why it's called Father of Anime, bro. But then, to be honest, I can't even say I read it all. I mean, like, I didn't read all of it. I read like a little bit of it, and I watched a little bit of it, and then I played games, so I know the story kind of shit. But then I still don't know like every freaking exact in detail about it. So I can't even say I read it, but I can't say I did. I don't know shit about it. So I know a little bit about it. What I'm trying to say is, fuck me. Don't mind my opinion about this, bro. I
listen,
don't
you
get
could
an
say,
opinion.
nostalgia bias, whatever bias. I don't care. You could suck it. Personally, I think those arcs, to this day, when I go back to reread them, despite them not being the most complex plots in the world, they still offer great fights and great tension, especially in the Namek, Saiyan Saga, Namek Saga, and Android and Cell Saga. But anyways, I digress. 66 is Trigun. 65 is Magi.
Dragon is nice. Magi's higher. Oh my god. They put Magi. When nobody ever talks about Magi. Okay, I'm kind of like ecstatic that it's up here.
64 is
I like that.
Akira. 63 is Hellsing. 62 Fist of the North Star.
Fist of the
61
North
is
Star
Death.
is that fight scenes and a fucking nice. It's about martial arts, but not really. The moving world kind of shit, right? It's like a dystopian martial arts world. Oh my god, yeah, I gotta read it. I didn't read the whole thing, but I read a little bit of it, so I know a little bit of it. Death Note is fucking gay. It's like fucked up your mind kind of shit. It mind fucks it. Your mind. Yeah, you get your mind fucked. That's how you put it.
Oh, 60 is King and Asura. I
Oh,
need to catch
Kengan
up.
Astra is one of the best, I would say. A fighting manga don't count sports manga and stuff where there's boxing and stuff. I'm talking about is it fighting? Okay, I guess it's you can put Hajime no Ippo up there too. Then okay, I'm not counting Hajime no Ippo and stuff like that where it's about boxing and stuff. I'm talking about pure just fighting. Okay, that one I'll put like Kengan Ashura and Baki would be like the pinnacle of it kind of shit. Did I forget something? If I did, my bad.
Omega, so yeah, when I catch up on that, I'll see whether or not this series goes up or down. 59 is Homunculus, a great psychological series. 58 is Kaiji. Now, admittedly, I have not read all of the different ones because I'm pretty sure there's more than just one Kaiji. I read the one where he ended up kind of like tilting the casino building. That's a great series with amazing stakes. I know the artwork might seem a little weird, but I think that art style does an amazing job of really accentuating the emotion within the facial expressions. But yeah, at 57, I have Yugami-kun doesn't have friends, or doesn't have any friends. Not only do I relate to the title, but I think this is a great series, great slice of life romance series, around 80 chapters. Definitely read it. 56, Bastard, same author as Shotgun Boy, and another series that will be here later on the list. 55, To Your Eternity. 54 is Solanine. 53 is Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, however you want to say it.
50 what?
54 is Solanine. 53 is Hunter x Hunter.
You put 53, Hunter x Hunter 53, bro. That's freaking. I don't know the word, but that's bad. That's bad. You don't put it at 53, bro. Yeah, that's my opinion. I think Hunter is like the best, one of the best out there. Like top 10 kind of shit. If it was finished. If it wasn't finished, I would still put it at top 30 or some shit.
Or Hunter x Hunter, however you want to say it. 52 is Blood on the Tracks. 51 is B-Stars. 50 is One Punch Man.
B-Stars. We like B-Stars. B-Stars was
52
nasty.
is Blood on the Tracks.
Tell me Demon Slayer is above B-Stars, bro. I like B-Stars more, I would say. Okay, the fucking romantic thing is kind of weird, not gonna lie. But then, oh my god, the story, the plot is fucking great. That's all I'm saying.
50 is One
A
Punch
wolf that's not trying to eat meat and a deer that eats meat that's kind of fucked up, messed up. Nasty.
Man, I want to read the One Punch Man webcomic. I just, it's hard getting around to that. All right. I don't
Yeah,
know if I want to make
same.
the time investment of rereading all of One Punch Man just for slight variations. Unless the webcomic is like 2-3 times better, then let me know in the comments. Then I'll check it out. At 49, I have out great.
Ooh. I read that like ages ago, and then I recently revisited it as well. So I read like 50 to 60, 70 chapters before, and then I revisited it and read all of it, updated it, and oh my god, it's dark. It's like delinquent manga, but not really delinquent. Manga is your typical delinquent mangas where they like I'm the best fighter in the school kind of shit. It's like I'm gonna fucking kill you, I'm gonna cut your fucking hand off, I'm gonna cut your head off kind of shit.
Delinquent manga.
I might play dirty sometimes
Oh,
too.
there's
But
another one I want to check out called Crows. I need to get around to reading that one. At
Cruise is
48, I have
next.
Hell's Paradise. At 47, I have Naruto. This is a series that I think personally
What's the not?
would have ended up a lot higher on my list if it wasn't my own personal gripes with the ending of the series. But I think Naruto is a series that gets a lot of flack despite having a lot of great characters. I think, however, sometimes it has too large of a cast for its own benefit, and its world building does get a bit sloppy near the end. At 46, I have Ashita no Joe. This is a series that I feel like I was
The
oddly
Godfather of
really
sports
harsh on in
manga.
my review, despite the fact that it's one of the few series in the last year that kept me thoroughly entertained from start to finish. I think this series deserves a lot more credit than I initially gave it. So, yeah, 46, Ashita no Joe. At 45, I have A Silent Voice. 44, Ajin.
Nice.
43, The Girl on the Shore. 42, Gantz.
Guns.
41, Jigan.
Guns isn't that nice. I read a little bit of it and I left it off.
43, The Girl on the Shore. 42,
After all these guys died, I don't know if they come back. Don't tell me. I might read it again. Maybe I should. I totally forgot that I left it off too. Because I was reading it and I was like, I'll reread it after a while and shit. And then I would reread it and then I was like, I forgot. Totally forgot about it.
Gantz. 41, Jigan. 40, Claymore.
Claymore. Ooh, Claymore is nasty. Second Titan and Claymore on the same,
39, Attack on
39, 40, Claymore. No, okay, now this one's like fucking W fucking entries, position. Because I would say it's a consistent Claymore are like the same, it's like can be subjective in Congo. It's a a bit above and Claymore a bit above, but then oh my god, these two are like freaking same genre, same freaking. I would put these two. Yeah, you couldn't have put this list any better. W
Titan.
list.
38, Made in Abyss.
Made in
37,
Abyss. Okay, Made in Abyss. Nice, okay.
Rurouni Kenshin. Now look, I know. Look. Okay, time out. We serious, like dead ass. If you don't want to read this series or whatever because of the author, I totally respect your decision. At the end of the day, that's your choice. However, I'm going to separate the art from the artist here, and I'm going to say that Rurouni Kenshin, despite the author, is a great manga, an amazing shonen manga.
Hey, I was gonna say top 10. Write the top 10 mangas in the chat right now. Okay, pause this video and write the top 10 freaking mangas. Top 10 is too much, right? Top 3, I guess. Yeah, do top 3 mangas of your choice. What is gonna be the top 3 manga in your opinion? Okay, not in this video, because hey, who the fuck gives a fuck? I mean, if you don't like some mangas, it's all subjective, right? So, what would you say is so? What
is a great manga, an amazing shonen manga with
and
one of my
those
favorite.
top 3, the ones that are rated the highest, I'm gonna read it. No cap. I'll read it all. Okay.
Protagonists
Just
in all of anime and manga and Kenshin, as well as one of my favorite antagonists in Shishio Makoto. So yeah, personally, I think this series is great. 36.
okay. When I say I'm gonna read it, I mean as at least give me like 50 submissions or some shit. Like 50 people tell me what the top 3. Okay, at least 50 people, bruh. Otherwise, y'all are gonna give me something like a really longest manga, like the longest manga. Search the longest manga, and then it's gonna be like what, or 2K chapters or some shit.
6, I have
3,
Bleach. I
4,
know
5K
crapping on Bleach is like
chapters,
a
man.
popular
That's
thing
what
in
I'm
the anime
thinking for.
community, but I think out of the big
And you all probably been like, oh, One Piece is one of the, it's the longest, it's only got 1000. Nah, maybe y'all going to, maybe not. But then, nah, One Piece is not up there, bro. It is
3, it
way longer
is my
videos,
favorite.
way longer mangas.
And for it to beat out Naruto is, I think it says a lot. It's a series that I think has a lot of great subtleties with its characters. And despite the fact that people say that Soul Society is the best arc and it falls off from there, but yet they also give it the criticism that every arc after Soul Society is the same as Soul Society. I don't know. That's weird. Personally, I enjoy the arcs after Soul Society more, with the exception of Fullbring, but that's just me. At 35, I have No Longer Human.
Oh,
Specifically,
Fullbring, you hated the Fullbring arc. I hated the Fullbring arc too. Everybody hated the Fullbring arc, I guess.
the Usuma Furuya version. I think I might have butchered his name, but I prefer that one more than the Junji Ito iteration just because I think it really gets into the character a little more. At 34, I have 3 Days of Happiness. I heard this has like a light novel
I
that's
didn't
better
read
than the
this.
manga, but personally, for a 16-chapter
I'm not
story,
into slice of
this
life
is one of
or
the best
shit
short
like
manga that you could read. At 33, I have Blade of the Immortal. At 32, I have Parasite. 31,
a
I have
parasite
Green
is nasty. But you put it
At
way
33, I have
up, right?
Blade of the Immortal. At 32, I have Parasite.
The way that his character changes and stuff. You know, he's from a timid boy to a rough and tough boy in the car. And the battles are not interesting, not gonna lie. I didn't like the part where he's like on my hand and then hey. Okay, that was unique in his own way, but I like those kind of, I'm a taijutsu kind of guy. You jump up in the air kind of shit, and the bang 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 bang, and then power kind of shit. But I like that more. I guess everybody likes that more. That's why everybody does that more. But then, something unique if you want a variant of that. But then, what I'm trying to say is that I like those kind of fights more than the parasite fight. But then, every once in a while we can use those kind of fights too. I mean, change it up sometimes. It doesn't always have to be the same. We like those kind of fights, but then, hey, when everybody does it, something unique is gonna stand out, right?
31, I have Green Blood. 30, I have Tokyo Ghoul. At
Tokyo,
29, I have the
Tokyo was
first
nasty.
of 4 stories that's going to be here
I
from this
wouldn't put it up
author.
there though.
Ghoul. At 29,
It got even above Hunter x Hunter and stuff. Nah, I wouldn't put it there. Too many characters come, too many characters die off. Oh.
I have the first
The best part about it is that too many characters come and die, but the worst part about it is that you don't even remember who the fucking characters are at some point.
of 4 stories that's going to be here from this author.
But then I can't. Would I put it above Hunter? Yeah, I'll put Hunter x Hunter above it, but then I rate Hunter x Hunter as like one of the best mangas ever. So I would still put it in top 30 kind of
And
shit.
that's Billy Bat. At 28, I have
Okay, so
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
yeah,
At 27, I have Land of the Lustrous. 26, I have Kaguya.
when did it come out? Why is it not one of the big three kind of shit? I don't know.
Sama. 25, I have Slam Dunk.
Oh,
24, I have Real.
it's very real too, cause oh my god, everybody's like real is great, and then I'm like I haven't read it, cause I was into those. It's about Paralympics and stuff, right? So yeah, I didn't want to read it. Slam Dunk was nasty though. One of the best sports manga out there. One of the best, okay. Kingdom.
23, I have Kingdom.
Kingdom is nice.
22, I have
Kingdom is nice, cause
GTO. 21
I don't know.
is Blam.
Damn, I'm like, how people like it a lot. Then I'm like, I'm trying to read it, and I'm like, oh my god, what is it? What is the whole fucking plot of it? And then I get bored after a while. Sorry, my attention span is not that long. Okay, so I end up
20
stopping.
is Horizon. Horizon is, I think it's also considered another manhwa. Personally, I think this is a story that depicts war and the effects of war greatly, and the way this story left me feeling emotionally near the end haunts me to this day. At 19, I have a series that I think is extremely underrated and doesn't get talked about enough, and I would love to see this get an anime adaptation, and that's Kasane. At 18, I have Sweet Home. At 17, I have The Gray Man. 16, Inuyashiki.
The Gray Man is that
Sweet
great.
Home. At 17, I have The Gray Man.
Maybe I'll read it then. I don't know, man. What is the Gray Man really about? Wanna check it out?
16,
What is the fucking degree mean synopsis? Is it MAN or MEN? I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna come out, right? It's MAN. Okay, I thought it would be MA. Okay, this is young Alan Walker who joins an organization exorcist named Plaka. Such innocence to combat a man with the Millennium Earl and system requirement for with it. Man, the main characters adapted from Hoshino's previous works in drafts such as Zone, the series noted for its darknet, maybe I'll read the agreement, bro. Read it, that hype, bro.
Inuyashiki. Personally, I think Inuyashiki is far more focused and nowhere near as a mess plot-wise as its counterpart Gantz, done by the same author. So personally, I think Inuyashiki is a bit better, a decent bit better actually. At 15, I have Vinland Saga. 14, I have Holy Land. 13, I have Rainbow. 12, Innocent and Innocent Rouge. Or
Oh,
Rogue,
Lex
however you want to
must
say
send a
it.
lot, bro.
11, I have 20th
He's the same guy that did that 20th
Century
Century
Boys. 10, I have Akumetsu. Now listen, admittedly,
Okay, we are now in the top 10. We're now in the top 10, bro. Hakumitsu is the
Akumetsu
first.
might be a little high on this list, right? But it's
I
my
don't know.
list. So if
I
you're
did
looking
it.
for validation for your opinions, you could go somewhere else. At 9, I have Dorohedoro. I absolutely adore
Doro.
Dorohedoro as a manga. Not only even more now, becoming a Slipknot fan and seeing
He
all the
says it the
references to
same way the
anime.
anime means is, or does everybody say? I'm like Dorohedoro, Dorohedoro. Okay, I guess everybody says
Like
this.
Hugh Hayashida, but also I think
Somebody says
Dorohedoro is one of the best examples
Dorohedoro.
of great world building
I don't know
while
why.
also
Bro, that name is title is fucking catchy as well.
having a fun cast of characters, and I personally
Yeah.
love this series a ton, as well as it has a really good
I
mystery
didn't
going
read
on.
it though. I
It's
don't
both
watch
of
the
its
anime,
primary
so I
characters
can't say
in
shit.
Nikaido and Kaiman. At 8, I have Alice in Borderlands, a death
Why?
game series. Personally, one of the best that I've read of that sort of genre, although currently I am reading Tomodachi Game, so we'll have to see where that ends up ranking if it does make this list. At number 7, I have Climber. Number 6, I have Pluto. Number 5 is Monster. Number 4 is Vagabond. Number 3 is Pun Pun. And,
We're now
okay,
in the top
Number
3.
7, I have Climber.
Vagabond, he didn't
Number
talk
6, I
about
have Pluto. Number
Vagabond,
5 is
bro.
Monster.
Vagabond
Number
is
4
like
is
fuck
Vagabond.
you.
Number 3.
Vagabond is what it is, bro. It's like, oh my god. Takiko Inoue. That's the same writer as same one that wrote Slam Dunk, great, but then it's like he was trying to, achieve. That's why he left it off. He's something like, no, he's trying to achieve, perfection with this, but then he's just having fun with those in Slam Dunk and stuff. I think is that written? I think it's the same one, right? So yeah. But then, oh my god, perfection it is what I'm gonna
3 is
say.
Pun Pun. And, okay, this next one's gonna. Okay. At number 2, I have Berserk. This isn't a troll. I'm being completely serious. You all know that I think Berserk, in terms of manga, is the best manga of all time. But at number 1, until Berserk gets a conclusion, is The House in Fata Morgana. This is
House in Fata Morgana.
a series that for a few weeks now I've gone back and forth regarding my feelings about the series, and even though it's not a manga, and so it'd be a little bit difficult to compare to the rest of this that is manga, I have a video that's planned for this series, and just in case that video flops, I want to bring it some attention here. The House in Fata Morgana is a visual novel. So in terms of visual novels, it doesn't really have the same, ironically, despite having the word visual in it, it's a lot more visually limited than manga. Its focus and emphasis is on dialogue. It is very dialogue heavy. One of the heads up regarding this series is that it's very slow paced, but this is a series that has 8 doors, so it's kind of split up into parts like JoJo's. But this series is a mix of all of my favorite things in a story: romance, tragic romance, mystery, as well as a bit of a thriller story. It truly is everything I could possibly want within a story. And its first 3 doors, I think, are good, with door 3 being the strongest of the first 3 doors. Door 4, I can't really get into because of spoilers. But when I say doors 5, 6, 7, and 8 are so good, so unbelievably good, I would argue doors 6, 7, and 8 specifically are as good as the best that Berserk has to offer. So until Berserk gets a conclusion, I think the House and Fata Morgana has it beat out. Although I don't think any of the characters specifically in the series are better than Guts. I think it has so many characters that are just this is so hard to get into without spoiling. But essentially, if you put the main character of House of Fata Morgana, or I can't say his name because of spoilers, above Guts, I would be like, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. I'm totally fine with that.
Oh my
Seriously,
god, he
like,
didn't
I
put
really
One
think
Piece
this
in
is
there. I'm like W list, but I'm like W fucking list, and bro betrayed me at the end. No One Piece
that
for
good.
real.
My boy Roma put me onto the series, and I took it a little slow. It took me about 2-3 months to finish it. Took breaks in between, but by the end of it, I was just crying. And he asked me how I was feeling, and I just told him that
Tell
love
me
is
you
a
didn't
beautiful
read
thing.
One Piece, bro. Cause if you rated and didn't put One Piece in there, bro, that hurts, bro.
While I was just bawling my eyes out.
I'll put
So, man,
Pokemon
it's
in the
really
top
hard to
100 too, bro.
recommend a mystery-based series without spoiling. But
I know
when I
I
tell
like
you
Pokemon a
that
lot. I like
this is a
Pokemon.
story that offers everything from an amazing romantic dynamic, a great mystery, and callbacks that are being built right in front of your eyes, but you
No
won't
Full
see it
Metal Alchemist
until the
Brotherhood too.
reveals happen. And not only that, but because of its structure of having things into parts,
Hmm.
it allows
His
so many
taste is
characters to feel like
nice at
their
some
main
point, and
character
then
status. They're given so much focus and attention, which is why I said that even though I
kinda
don't think one of the characters
traitorous
in
at some point.
particular is better than, say, a Guts or a Griffin,
Okay, I think that's about it.
I
Nah,
think
we
the
lost.
sum of the parts is just, it's overwhelming. I think the antagonist specifically in this series is very unique in comparison to anything else that I've ever read and deserves to be brought up amongst the best of the best. And to think that I haven't even done like the DLC content, which I think it's just called the House and Fata Morgana Requiem, if I'm not mistaken. I need to read that as well. Oh,
Okay,
and I didn't even mention.
we're done for the day. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe,
Seems like it.
and I'll watch more Mastermind videos, I guess.